It's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, here's Shuck. Throws right downfield to Olave. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Finds a man, right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 12.
Give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Dobbins. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Loss of 3.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Oh, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Lawrence gets this one to Myers. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Jaguars first down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to...
Keeps the man, he's running free. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
3 more yards.
Lawrence working from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
First down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Jaguars.
Read option, keeping to the right. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 16-yard line.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They go play action. Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. On the draw, it's Walker. He dodged the tackle. And he got close, but not to the marker. They gave up 9. 4th down coming up.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Facing 4th down, Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. Little knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Adoree Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd down, here's Shuck. Completed over the middle. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Saints come marching onto the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Shuck now on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Give him 32 on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Throwing him again, and he goes down again. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
Brings up third down.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at third and very long. Chuck now from the gun. Taking a chance at the end zone. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
All right, so a good challenge from Kellen Moore as he gets that call overturned. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the Saints drive their lead to 11.
14. Jaguars 3.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Keeps away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Lawrence in the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Fourth pick up to their own 31. Josh Hines down, and that time to haul him down.
Third down and 13.
Third and long for him here. They try to set up the screen. Dobbins. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
A 3-yard loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and his stride is already in enemy territory.
That's good for the Jaguars.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got it over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Saints.
This is Walker on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In the red zone now. He brings it in. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the first half. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to 4.
Jaguars 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Shock looking to pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's set. This is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shock working from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Walker on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This one falls incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block from the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. To throw, Shuck. Steps up and he's running with it. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Sent to the ground by Mason Smith. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long. Trying to throw this from the gun. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down. So out now comes the punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Lewis Slime puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him 5 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguar first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he made.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
17. Saints.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10. Here's Shuck. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And Shuck's going to have him the first down as he slides in safely. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
That's good for a Saints.
Here's Shuck. First and 10. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete to number 82.
Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Now Shuck to throw. Setting up the screen. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And he's fortunate. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
First down. First and 10.
Shot now on first down. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 39.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Now here he goes. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And so it begins. Week 1 of the 2027 season. Familiar faces in new places. Lots to get you caught up on. Let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on Carolina. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Bijan Robinson. He's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown number 50 on his career. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Cowboys. And it's Jaden Daniels. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Commanders with the lead in the opener at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Jaguars taking the field on offense to start the third. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
A gain of 15.
Lawrence now off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Number 86. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Would have been about a 50-yard attempt on the field goal. The offense staying out there to go for this. Trying for it, it's Walker. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Off the play action, Chuck. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. On play action, here's Shuck. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Motion to the left is Olave. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It is caught left side. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Fields this at the 19. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. One drawn up here for Lawrence. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Back by his running back, Allen. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
It's a loss of 2.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
A 35-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out.
For the Saints, first down.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15.
So read here, this is Dobbins. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
third down run by Dobbins. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Sending a tight end in motion left. Looking to throw. It's on target to Johnson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous.
Trying setting up the screen, but this is intercepted. And the Jaguars are set up just shy of the 25 after that tackle. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Having gained up about a handful there. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle.
At the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down. Walker's going to get it again. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 27.
All set now. 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars first down.
Running with Walker again. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
On the stop. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. break the huddle. It's second down now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
To number 7, Brian Thomas Jr.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. He fires, and he's got it. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 11 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
First down. A gain of 11.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. Second down now, they need 7. Back to the air, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again, here's Lawrence. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Worried about the length of the football. Maybe a touch more on his second and inches. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and goal. Here's Walker. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on second and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they'll be left with third and goal. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints come marching onto the field. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Off the play action, Chuck. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 10.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
Down at the 28-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Third down, here's Shuck. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. The boys up front cut it loose with pressure and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He's got it at the 24.
Yo. 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 I had to mute everybody's voice because my shit came through the. I had to mute everybody's voice because my shit came through the. I guess it's still on. Hold on. I had to mute everybody's voice because my shit came through the. I guess it's still on. Hold on. I had to mute everybody's voice.
Cross the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Cut out left. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Lawrence facing third and long. Complete to Walker on the check down. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard. The Jaguars into punt formation. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The New Orleans offense set to go now.
At their own 14-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Hauled in by Olave, left side. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 9.
So the monster basically brings out Todd Bailey and
Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First down throw, Lawrence finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. This is Walker on second, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Going to the ground again on first. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Have a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third and just 2 to go. He's back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying with Walker. Breaks it down. He's still going. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's not going to get anything as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Jaguars leading by 6.
Jaguars field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Jackson now to return it. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. He'll step up and there he goes. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Shuck working from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing from behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
2nd down. At the 30.
Shuck now from the gun. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Shuck now on 1st down. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Shuck looking to pass here. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Trying to get it on the keeper. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're down to 21 seconds after he spikes it. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Here he is to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard
Here he goes. One final shot. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. One down, a whole lot more wins to go.